I've been thinking about something lately, something that's been gnawing at me day and night. And I want to share it with you because I believe it's going to change your life. Are you ready? Here it is. You are going to win. That's right. You heard me correctly. You are going to win. Now, I know what you're thinking. Win what? You might ask, well, let me tell you, you're going to win at life. You're going to win at your dreams. You're going to win at becoming the person you've always wanted to be. But here's the kicker. It's not going to be easy. Oh, no. It's going to be hard. It's going to be challenging. It's going to push you to your limits and beyond. But that's exactly why you're going to win. Because winners aren't born. They're made. They're forged in the fires of adversity, shaped by the hammer of persistence, and polished by the cloth of determination. You see, back in my day, we didn't have all these fancy gadgets and gizmos. We didn't have information at our fingertips or the ability to connect with anyone around the world in an instant. But you know what we did have? We had grit. We had determination. We had the burning desire to make something of ourselves. And let me tell you, that's all you need. That fire in your belly, that spark in your eye, that's your ticket to success. That's your passport to greatness. That's your key to unlock the doors of opportunity that are just waiting for you to open them. Now, I want you to imagine something for a moment. Picture yourself 5 years from now. Where are you? What are you doing? How do you feel? Are you living the life you've always dreamed of? Or are you still stuck in the same old rut, wondering where the time was? The choice, my friends, is yours. You have the power to shape your destiny. You have the ability to mold your future. You have the strength to overcome any obstacle that stands in your way. But it all starts with a decision to win. You see, winning isn't just about crossing the finish line first. It's not about having the most money or the biggest house or the fanciest car. No, winning is about becoming the best version of yourself. It's about growing, learning, and evolving every single day. It's about looking in the mirror and being proud of the person staring back at you. But here's the thing. Winning doesn't happen by accident. It's not something that falls into your lap while you're sitting on the couch watching life pass you by. Winning is a conscious choice. It's a deliberate action. It's the way of life. So how do you become a winner? How do you transform yourself from where you are now to where you want to be? Well, let me share with you a few principles that have guided me throughout my life. These are the cornerstones of success, the building blocks of achievement, the foundation upon which you can construct the life of your dreams. First and foremost, you've got to have a goal. You've got to know where you're going. Because if you don't know where you're going, any road will take you there. And let me tell you, that's no way to live. That's like getting in your car, starting the engine, and just driving aimlessly. You might end up somewhere interesting, but chances are you'll just waste a lot of time and gas. No, you need a clear, specific goal. Something that excites you, something that motivates you, something that gets you out of bed in the morning with a fire in your belly and a spring in your step. And it doesn't matter what that goal is. It could be starting your own business, writing a book, running a marathon, or simply being a better parent. What matters is that it's important to you, once you have your goal, you need to write it down. There's something magical that happens when you put pen to paper. It's like you're making a contract with yourself, a promise to your future self. And trust me, you don't want to break that promise. But having a goal isn't enough. You need a plan. You need to break that big, audacious goal down into smaller, manageable steps. Because let me tell you, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. And each step you take brings you closer to your destination. Now, here's where many people falter. They have a goal. They have a plan, but they don't take action. They're like a car with a full tank of gas, a map to their destination, but they never leave the driveway. Don't be that person. Take action. Start today. Start now. Remember, you don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. And the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now. So, what are you waiting for? Take that first step. Make that first move, because I promise you, once you start moving, momentum will carry you forward. But here's the thing about action. It's not always going to be easy. There will be days when you don't feel like it, days when you'd rather stay in bed, pull the covers over your head and hide from the world. And that's okay. We all those days. But winners, they push through, they get up anyway. They take action anyway because they understand that success is not about feeling good all the time. It's about doing what needs to be done, especially when you don't feel like it. You see, discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. It's what gets you out of bed at 5 a.m. to work on your business while everyone else is sleeping. It's what keeps you going to the gym when your body is screaming for rest. It's what makes you save money when everyone else is spending frivolously. Discipline is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets, and the stronger your discipline muscle, the easier it becomes to do the things that others find difficult. That's how you separate yourself from the pack. That's how you become extraordinary in a world of ordinary. Now, let me tell you about another crucial element of winning: continuous learning. The day you stop learning is the day you start dying. And I'm not just talking about formal education here. I'm talking about a hunger for knowledge, a thirst for wisdom, and insatiable curiosity about the world around you. Read books, listen to podcasts, attend seminars, surround yourself with people who are smarter than you, more successful than you, more experienced than you. Because iron sharpens iron, and you become the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. And here's a little secret. The more you learn, the more you earn. Not just in terms of money, but in terms of life experiences, in terms of personal growth, in terms of the value you can bring to others. Because at the end of the day, your value in the marketplace is directly proportional to your ability to solve problems. And the more you learn, the more problems you can solve. But learning isn't just about acquiring information. It's about applying that information. It's about turning knowledge into action. Because knowledge without action is like having a library card, but never checking out a book. It's potential unrealized. So as you learn, ask yourself, how can I apply this in my life? How can I use this to get closer to my goals? How can this make me a better person, a better professional, a better human being? Now, let's talk about something that many people overlook on their journey to success: failure. Yes, you heard me right. Failure. Because failure isn't the opposite of success. It's part of success. It's a stepping stone to success. It's a necessary ingredient in the recipe of achievement. You see, every successful person you admire, every winner you look up to, they've all failed multiple times. In fact, they probably failed more times than you can imagine. But here's what sets them apart. They didn't let failure stop them. They didn't let it define them. Instead, they let it refine them. They understood that failure is not falling down, but refusing to get up. They realized that every failure is a lesson. Every setback is a setup for a comeback. They saw failure not as a reason to quit, but as a reason to try harder, to dig deeper, to reach higher. So, I want you to make friends with failure. Embrace it, learn from it. Because the more you fail, the closer you get to success. It's like mining for gold. You have to dig through a lot of dirt before you strike gold. But once you do, oh boy, it's worth it. And speaking of word, let's talk about something that's absolutely priceless: your attitude. You see, your attitude is like the aroma of your heart. If your attitude stinks, it means your heart's not right. And let me tell you, you can have all the skills in the world, all the knowledge, all the connections, but if your attitude is poor, you're going nowhere fast. Your attitude determines your altitude. It's the lens through which you view the world. And here's the beautiful thing. You have complete control over your attitude. You can choose to be positive or negative. You can choose to see opportunities or obstacles. You can choose to be a victor or so. Choose wisely, because your attitude not only determines how you handle what happens to you, it often determines what happens to you. People are drawn to those with a positive attitude. Opportunities gravitate towards those who radiate optimism. Success is attracted to those who expect it. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking, but what about when things go wrong? What about when life throws you a curveball? How can I maintain a positive attitude then? Well, let me tell you a little secret. It's not about ignoring the negative. It's about finding the positive in every situation. You see, life is 10 what happens to you and 90 how you react to it. You can't always control what happens to you, but you can always control how you respond. And that, my friends, is where your power lies. That's where your strength comes from. That's what separates the winners from the whiners. So when life gives you lemons, don't just make lemonade. Set up a lemonade stand and turn it into a business. Use those lemons to fuel your success, to propel you forward to the world, and more importantly to yourself, that you have what it takes to overcome any obstacle. Now let's talk about something that's often overlooked in the pursuit of success: balance. You see, winning isn't just about achieving your goals. It's about enjoying the journey. It's about living a life of fulfillment, not just accomplishment. Too often I see people sacrifice their health for wealth only to spend their wealth trying to regain their health. I see people neglect their relationships in pursuit of careers, success only to find themselves at the top of the ladder, but with no one to share it with. Don't fall into that trap. Remember, success is not a destination, it's a journey. And on this journey, you need to take care of yourself physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Eat right, exercise regularly, get enough sleep, meditate, pray, spend time with loved ones, pursue hobbies that bring you joy. Because here's the truth: you can't pull from an empty cup. You can't give what you don't have. So take care of yourself. Recharge your batteries. Fill your own cup first, because when you're operating at your best, that's when you can give your best to the world. And speaking of giving, let's talk about something that's absolutely crucial to winning in life: contribution. You see, true fulfillment comes not from what you get, but from what you give. It comes from making a difference in the lives of others, from leaving the world a little better than you found it. So as you pursue your goals, as you climb the ladder of success, always ask yourself, how can I add value to others? How can I use my talents, my skills, my resources to make a positive impact? Because at the end of the day, that's what really matters. That's what gives life meaning. That's what makes you a true winner. Now, I want to talk about something that's absolutely crucial in your journey to success: persistence. You see, most people overestimate what they can do in a year and underestimate what they can do in a decade. They give up too soon. They throw in the towel the first sign of difficulty. They abandon their dreams at the slightest hint of resistance. But not you. Oh no, not you. Because you understand that Rome wasn't built in a day. You know that the bamboo tree doesn't sprout for 5 years, but once it does, it grows 90 faft in just 6 weeks. You realize that overnight success usually takes about 10 years. So you persist. You keep going when the going gets tough. You keep pushing when others would pull back. You keep believing when doubt creeps in, because you know that persistence is to the character of man as carbon is to steel. It strengthens it. It hardens it. It makes it unbreakable. And let me tell you something. Universe has a funny way of testing your resolve. It will throw obstacles in your path. It will present you with challenges. It will push you to your limits. But these aren't meant to stop you. No, they're meant to see how badly you want. They're meant to separate the pretenders from the contenders, the dreamers from the doers, the wishers from the winners. So when you face these obstacles, when you encounter these challenges, don't back down. Don't give up. Instead, dig deep. Find that inner strength. Tap into that well of determination that lies within you. Because I promise you, it's there. It's always been there. You just need to access it. Remember, the darkest hour is just before the dawn. The moment you're ready to quit is usually the moment right before the miracle happens. So don't quit. Don't give up. Keep going. Keep pushing. Keep believing, because your breakthrough is just around the corner. Now let's talk about something that's absolutely essential in your journey to success: your mindset. You see, your mind is like a garden. You can either let it grow wild, allowing weeds of negativity and self-doubt to take root, or you can cultivate it, planting seeds of positivity, watering them with affirmations and nurturing them with empowering beliefs. And let me tell you, the choice is yours. You are the gardener of your mind. You decide what grows there. You determine whether it's a lush, paradise of possibility or a barren wasteland of limitations. So choose wisely, feed your mind with positive thoughts, nourish it with uplifting books and inspirational content. Surround yourself with people who believe in you, who support your dreams, who push you to be better, because your mind will believe whatever you tell it. So why not tell it something good? Tell it that you're capable. Tell it that you're worthy. Tell it that you're destined for greatness. And then watch as these thoughts take root, as they grow, as they blossom into reality. Because what you think, you become. What you believe, you achieve. What you envision, you can bring to life. But here's the thing about mindset. It's not just about positive thinking. It's about resilient thinking. It's about having the mental toughness to weather any storm, to bounce back from any setback, to keep moving forward no matter what life throws at you. It's about adopting a growth mindset, believing that your abilities can be developed through dedication and hard work. It's about seeing challenges as opportunities, viewing failures as lessons, and treating setbacks as setups for comeback. Because let me tell you, life isn't always going to be smooth sailing. There will be storms. There will be rough waters. There will be times when you feel like you're drowning in a sea of adversity. But with the right mindset, you can weather any storm. You can navigate any challenge. You can overcome any obstacle. So cultivate that winning mindset. Nurture those empowering beliefs. Feed your mind with thoughts of success, of achievement, of victory. Because when you change your thinking, you change your life. And when you change your life, you change the world. Now, let's talk about something that's often overlooked in the pursuit of success: the power of small actions. You see, many people think that success is about making big moves, taking giant leaps, making quantum jumps. And while those things can certainly play a role, the truth is success is often the result of small, consistent actions taken day after day, week after week, month after month. It's about the little things you do every day that add up over time. It's about the habits you cultivate, the disciplines you practice, the routines you establish, because success isn't something you pursue. Success is something you attract by the person you become, and you become that person through your daily acts. So focus on those small daily actions. Make your bed every morning. Read for 30 minutes a day. Exercise for 20 minutes. Write down 3 things you're grateful for. These may seem insignificant in the moment, but over time they compound, they accumulate, they transform you. It's like the story of the stone cutter. He hammers away. It's like the story of the stone cutter. He hammers away at a rock perhaps 100 times without as much as a crack, showing in it. Then on the 101st blow, it splits in 2. It wasn't that last blow that did it, but all that had gone before. That's how success works. It's not about one big action. It's about the cumulative effect of all the small actions you take consistently over time. So don't underestimate the power of small actions. Don't discount the importance of daily habits, because it's these little things done consistently that lead to big results. Now, let me share with you something that's been on my mind lately. It's about the importance of taking responsibility for your life. You see, in my day, we understood something that seems to have been forgotten by many today. We knew that we were the captains of our own ships, the masters of our own destinies. Too often these days I see people playing the blame game. They blame the economy. They blame the government. They blame their boss, their parents, their circumstances. But let me tell you something. As long as you're blaming others for your situation, you're giving away your power. You're handing over control of your life to someone or something else. Winners don't do that. Winners take responsibility. They understand that while they may not be responsible for everything that happens to them, they are responsible for how they respond to what happens. They know that they are the authors of their own stories, the architects of their own lives. So I challenge you today to take full responsibility for your life. Stop making excuses. Stop blaming others. Stop waiting for someone else to come and save you. Because here's the truth. No one is coming to save you. No one is going to hand you success on a silver platter. If you want it, you've got to go out and get it yourself. And you know what? That's actually good news, because it means you have the power. It means you're in control. it means your future is in your hands. So take that responsibility and run with it. Embrace it. Use it as fuel to propel you towards your goals. Because when you take responsibility for your life, something magical happens. You stop being a victim of circumstances and start being the creator of your circumstances. You stop reacting to life and start shaping your life. You stop waiting for things to happen and start making things happen. Now, let's talk about something that's absolutely crucial in your journey to success, the company you keep. You've probably heard the saying, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Well, let me tell you, there's a lot of truth to that. The people around you have a huge influence on your thoughts, your actions, your habits, and then ultimately your success. They can either lift you up, or bring you down. They can either inspire you to reach for the stars or convince you to settle for less. They can either fuel your dreams or extinguish them. So choose your company wisely. Surround yourself with people who inspire you, who challenge you, who push you to be better. Seek out those who have already achieved what you want to achieve. Learn from them. Model their behaviors, absorb their wisdom. And here's something else. Don't just look for people who are ahead of you. Look for people who are heading in the same direction as you. Find your tribe, your community, your support system, because the journey to success can be tough. And it's a lot easier when you have people by your side who understand your struggles, who share your dreams, who believe in you, even when you don't believe in yourself. But remember, it's not just about what others can do for you. It's also about what you can do for others. Be the kind of person that lifts others up. Be a source of inspiration, of encouragement, of support. Because when you help others succeed, you create a rising tide that lifts all boats, including your own. Now, I want to talk about something that's often overlooked in the pursuit of success: the power of gratitude. You see, in my day, we understood the importance of being thankful for what we had even as we worked towards what we wanted. We knew that gratitude wasn't just a nice sentiment. It was a powerful force that could transform our lives. And let me tell you, that's as true today as it was back then. Gratitude is like a magnet for miracles. It attracts good things into your life. It shifts your focus from what you lack to what you have, from what's wrong to what's right, from what's missing to what's present. So I challenge you to cultivate an attitude of gratitude. Start each day by counting your blessings, and each day by reflecting on what you're thankful for. And throughout the day, look for reasons to be grateful. They're everywhere if you just take the time to notice them. Be grateful for your challenges. They're making you stronger. Be grateful for your failures. They're teaching you valuable lessons. Be grateful for your setbacks. They're setting you up for comebacks. Be grateful for the people who doubt you. They're fueling your determination to prove them wrong. Because here's the thing, gratitude doesn't just change your perspective, it changes your life. It turns what you have into enough. It turns problems into opportunities. It turns ordinary moments into extraordinary blessing. And most importantly, it turns you into a magnet for more good things to be grateful for. Now, let's talk about something that's absolutely crucial in your journey to success: the power of focus. You see, in today's world, there are more distractions than ever before. There are countless things vying for your attention, countless voices trying to pull you in different directions. But here's the truth. You can't be all things to all people. You can't pursue every opportunity that comes your way. You can't chase every shiny object that catches your eye. If you try to do everything, you'll end up accomplishing. That's why focus is so important. Focus is about saying no to the good so you can say yes to the great. It's about zeroing in on what truly matters and letting go of everything else. It's about channeling all your energy, all your efforts, all your resources towards your most important goals. Think of it like sunlight. Scattered sunlight can barely warm your skin, but focus that same sunlight through a magnifying glass and it can start a fire. That's the power of focus. It can turn ordinary effort into extraordinary results. It can transform average performance into outstanding achievement. So I challenge you to develop laser-like focus. Identify your most important goals. Determine the key activities that will move you closest to those goals, and then pour all your energy into those activities. Eliminate distractions. Cut out time wasters. Say no to anything that doesn't align with your priorities. Because here's the thing, what you focus on expands. Where your attention goes, your energy flows. So focus on what truly matters. Focus on your goals, your dreams, your vision for the future. Focus on becoming the best version of yourself. Focus on making a positive impact in the world. And speaking of impact, let me share with you something that's been weighing heavily on mine lately. It's about the importance of leaving a legacy. You see, success isn't just about what you achieve in your lifetime. It's about the impact you leave behind. It's about how you touch the lives of others. It's about the difference you make in the world. So I want you to think beyond just your personal goals. Think about the legacy you want to leave. How do you want to be remembered? What mark do you want to make on the world? What difference do you want to make in the lives of others? Because here's the truth. We all have the power to make a difference. We all have the ability to touch lives, to inspire change, to leave the world a little better than we found it. And that, my friends, is the true measure of, so as you pursue your goals, as you work towards your dreams, always keep in mind the bigger picture. Always consider the impact of your actions, not just on your life, but on the lives of others. Always strive to be a force for good in the world. Because at the end of the day, it's not about how much money you make or how many accolades you receive. It's about the lives you touch, the hearts you inspire, the positive change you create. That's what truly matters. That's what will live on long after you're gone. Now, as we near the end of our time together, I want to circle back to where we started. Remember what I told you at the beginning. You are going to win. And now, after everything we've discussed, I hope you understand why I said that with such certainty. You're going to win because you have the power to choose. You have the power to decide what you want from life and to go after it with everything you've got. You have the power to learn, to grow, to adapt, to overcome any obstacle that stands in your way. You're going to win because you understand that success is not about luck or chance. It's about preparation, meeting opportunity. It's about hard work, persistence, and unwavering belief in yourself and your abilities. You're going to win because you know that failure is not final. It's not fatal. It's simply feedback. It's a stepping stone on your path to success. It's a teacher offering valuable lessons that will make you stronger, wiser, more resilient. You're going to win because you're willing to do what others won't. You're willing to sacrifice, to push through discomfort, to delay gratification. You're willing to invest in yourself, to continually learn and grow, to become more so you can achieve more. You're going to win because you understand the power of your mindset. You know that your thoughts create your reality, that your beliefs shape your actions, that your attitude determines your altitude. You're going to win because you're committed to excellence in everything you do. You're not content with mediocrity. You're not satisfied with average. You're always striving to be better, to do better, to achieve more. You're going to win because you're focused on what truly matters. You're not distracted by the noise of the world or the opinions of others. You're clear about your goals, your values, your priorities, and you're willing to align your actions with those things that are most important to you. You're going to win because you understand the power of perseverance. You know that success is not about how you start, but how you finish. You're willing to keep going when others would quit, to keep pushing when others would give up, to keep believing when others would lose faith. You're going to win because you're grateful for what you have even as you work towards what you want. You understand that gratitude is not just a sentiment, but a powerful force that can transform your life and attract even more blessings. You're going to win because you're surrounded by the right people. You've chosen to associate with those who inspire you, challenge you, and bring out the best in you. You understand that your environment shapes you, and you've created an environment that supports your growth and success. You're going to win because you're committed to making a positive impact in the world. You understand that true success is not just about what you achieve for yourself, but about the difference you make in the lives of others. And most importantly, you're going to win because you believe you can win. You have faith in yourself, in your abilities, in your potential. You know, that within you lies the power to achieve greatness, to overcome any obstacle to turn your dreams into reality. So go forth with confidence, go forth with determination, go forth with the unwavering belief that you are going to win because you are. You absolutely are. Remember, success is not a destination, it's a journey of growth, of learning, of becoming. And you're on that journey right now. Every step you take, every challenge you overcome, every lesson you learn, it's all part of your success story. So embrace the journey, embrace the struggles, the setbacks, the failures, because they're not holding you back. They're propelling you forward. They're not breaking you down. They're building you up. They're not defeating you. They're preparing you for even greater victories. And as you go through this journey, always remember why you started. Always keep your dreams alive. Always hold on to your vision of what's possible. Because that vision, that dream, that burning desire within you, that's what's going to keep you going when times get tough. That's what's going to push you to new heights of achievement. That's what's going to lead you to victory. So dream big, work hard, stay focused, never give up, and always believe in yourself because you are capable of amazing things. You have greatness within you. You have the power to achieve anything you set your mind to. You are going to win, not just in your career, not just in your finances, but in life. You're going to win in your relationships, in your personal growth, in your contribution to the world. You're going to win in becoming the best version of yourself, in living up to your full potential, in making your unique mark on the world. So go out there and win. Go out there and succeed. Go out there and make your dreams a reality because you can, because you will, because you must. Remember, the world needs what you have to offer. The world needs your talents, your gifts, your unique perspective. The world needs your success story to inspire others to show what's possible when you believe in yourself and never give up. So go forth and conquer. Go forth and achieve. Go forth and win because you are a winner. You always have been. And now armed with these insights, these strategies, these mindsets, you're unstoppable.